My name is Jacob Farley. I am 24 and I'm from Greenville, South Carolina. I have osteosarcoma. It's basically a bone cancer in my left tibia. Health-wise, I would say 100%, but I'm kind of missing something that I used to have, so it's not quite 100%. And, you know, I don't have a problem if someone's like, hey, what happened to your leg? Or why are you on crutches? Oh, I had cancer. I mean, just shoot it right there. And if they ask questions from there, then you answer them. The first time that I ever remember thinking, am I gonna die? Or you're probably gonna die? Or when are you gonna die from this? Was before, when I was waiting in the waiting room for that appointment. You're just sitting there, you know, you're silent. Your parents and your siblings, they want to maybe try and talk to you, but like, I don't want to talk. Because I had heard, you know, if it has metastasized or spread to other parts of your body, especially your lungs, which is a common thing for sarcoma, is that then it's like once it gets to there, it's somewhere around like a 15% survival rate. I wasn't mad about it. I don't know, I guess prayed a lot at that point. At first I was like, oh, help this to go away really quickly, but then I was like, well, is that really a thing I need to be worried about or praying a shitload? Why? This is a hand I was dealt, so should I started praying, help me to handle this the right way. Help whatever good to come out of this is supposed to come out of it, you know, to work out. They had to take out about 5 or 6 inches of my tibia, my shin bone, and replace it with a cadaver bone, aka a dead person's bone. And they wanted to do that after I'd done a certain amount of chemo, so that after they take out the bone that had the problem in it, then they could dice it up and check it out and see how it was responding to the chemo. And when they did that, they found what they called a 95% kill rate, which is really like as good as you could hope for. I don't think they're allowed to say we have a 100% kill rate, so pretty much 95 is as good as you could hope for. Which was awesome. That was probably like the single best news I'd heard up to that point, because that's what you're hoping for, is that the chemo that you've been doing for the past couple months is working. Heck yeah, it was worth it. It sucked a lot, but it was definitely worth it. I mean, I'm here. So first round of chemo, you know, first day, I was like, oh yeah, this is no big deal. I even like posted something on Facebook, like, I kicked it in the butt today, like, got it. Next day, woke up, and throwing up and all that stuff. I was like, I probably shouldn't be that cocky next time. No Facebook posts about how well I did with chemo anymore. Because I guess it took a little bit to get into my system. And but then I found out how and when to take my medicines so that it at least controls the nausea part, which it did to an extent, but not completely. I ended up having a hole about that size. I think that may have spurred an infection. So we did it. We were like, all right, let's do it. Let's cut it off. I like being around people and talking to people. Like, I do personal training, so I'm okay with talking to people. And almost sort of not mentoring or counseling those people, but like, you know, teaching them how to live a better life, physically. And now I can kind of do that, help people mentally and spiritually as well that are going through cancer, going through, you know, leg amputations, it doesn't even have to be those two things, but I've had some encounters where I've been able to talk to people about stuff they're going through at a deeper level than I ever would have been able to before. And that's only happened a couple times so far, but I know that I'm gonna have a lot of opportunities to, like, you know, I've been in some of these people's shoes that are having problems. So I'll be able to actually give some good insight, and they'll be able to appreciate that. This is nothing, like, compared to the past year and a half. Like, there's plenty of times where I sat up at night worrying, you know, whatever, and then had to talk myself out of it. Like, what are you doing this for? Why are you worrying about this? But now, like, I'm like stress-free. I'm good. Like, this is tough to get used to, but I've been on crutches for a year and a half, so having to learn how to walk on a prosthetic is so much better. I'm as healthy as I felt before, you know, mentally and physically. I feel mentally stronger, way stronger than I used to be. So honestly, I'm kind of in a better situation than I was before, which sounds weird, but the fact that, you know, there's nothing that I want to do that I really can't do. It may be harder and I may have to learn how to figure it out, but I'm good, man. I'm like as good as I could be.